Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Now, today we're going to be showing you how to join the mages guilds inside of Oblivion Remastered. This is going to allow you to access the Arcane University after you are all finished with this. So first things first, I'm going to show you how to get a very easy way, at least, on how to get to all of the different guilds with very minimal effort. So there's actually a mountain over here that I have marked. You see my little marker? We're going to go right over here, and there's going to be teleporters to every single mage guild, and it's going to make this process a lot faster, at least on finding the guilds themselves. So another quick tip, if you want to go to Bruma and go to the Wild Eye Stables, you can get yourself a horse, and that'll make it a little bit easier to travel over to where we're going. So to actually access this spot that I have up here, it's going to be a little bit easier if you go all the way over to where I'm at right now. Because if you do that, see, there is some bridges that we're going to be able to go on to get us up to the top of this mountain. There we go. Now you got the little quest checkpoint for it on the map, so you can fast travel back here whenever you want. I want to actually come inside of the spire. You're going to something that looks like the store might be closed. You're going to come interact with this, and after a few seconds, the door will start to open. Once that finally does, you're just going to come to here, go to the... Oh, sorry. You're going to go to Fire Living Area. Then going to walk out this door to the mountains. And here you go. All of these teleporters are going to bring you to the different guilds inside of the game. It's going to make it a lot easier. You can just fast travel back to this location and fast travel to the next. And there you go. Easy way to get to all the different Mages Guild without having to go find them yourself.
The Mages Guild. I suppose I could spare the time if necessary.
You're gonna find the woman called Adrienne Barine and
You're
ask her to
interested
join
in
the Mages
joining?
Guild.
Great things will be expected of you. Are you sure you're ready for it? Then you are now an associate of the Mages Guild. You must receive a recommendation from every local guild hall in Cyrodiil before you may advance through the ranks of the guild. In the meantime, as a member of the guild, you now have full access to the guild halls around Cyrodiil. Only the Arcane University is close to you.
So after you talk to her about that, you're gonna click on recommendation.
Any luck finding Earthor yet? I'll need to speak with him before I can feel your recommendation has been earned.
So each particular guild master, or whatever you want to call them, is going to have some sort of little tiny task or quest that they want you to do in order to get a recommendation. In order to get into the Mages Guild, you need to complete a recommendation from every single one of the guilds. After you've done that, the Arcane University will become available to you. So as you can see here, for the Skingrad recommendation, which is the Mages Guild hall that I am at right now, it says, in order to get a recommendation from Adrian, I need to find Earthor and return him to the Skingrad Mages Guild. I should speak with the other guild mages to learn his whereabouts. So that's what I mean by an example of what kind of task or quest you're going to have to do in order to get the recommendations from each guild. So in order to complete this specific recommendation task, you're going to want to go around to the other members that are inside of the guild that you're in currently and ask about Earthor.
A nice enough guy, I suppose, but there was that awful scamp incident last year. That's when Adriana told him he needed to practice somewhere else. Somewhere else. Meaning somewhere far away. So he settled down in Bleak Flat's cave, did all his work there, and came back to town twice a week to check in. Hasn't been around lately, though. Oh dear, I just can't seem to remember where that is. What a shame.
It's just northwest of Skingrad. Here, see it on the map? That's where Earthor wound up, after Adrian told him he couldn't practice in the guild hall anymore. She probably doesn't even remember that. You might want to make sure she remembers, especially the part about it being her idea.
So after talking to her, she'll actually put it on my map. So as you can see right here, Bleak Flats Cave, that's where we're going to want to go for the Skingrad recommendation task. Alright, so once you go to the location they marked on the map, you're going to see this little red and blue stone over here. The entrance to the cave is actually this rock right here. And you're just going to walk right up to it. Alright, so we're going to go down. We're probably going to have to fight some enemies. Left. Kind of speed run this, guys. Right. Another right. One right pass. Take another right. Once you actually get to him, he's going to help you fight all of these. You're just going to need to kill these off, and we'll be able to talk to him. Alright, now after you kill all the zombies, you can come back up to him and talk.
I can leave the cave? Oh, thank you! I'm ever so grateful. You're heading back to Skingrad, aren't you? Could I maybe come with you? It'd be safer, I think. So, what do you say? Oh, thank you. You're just too kind. I'll be right behind you.
All right.
Can't wait to be back in
All right, and once you're back inside, you're just going to want to come and talk to Adriana again.
What can I do for you? He's an interesting fellow. Selena should be around here somewhere. I've spoken with Earthor, who seems to be all right. Good work. I'll see to it that your recommendation is sent in as soon as I have a free moment. As I've said, I'm rather busy. I'll get to it eventually, though, I assure you.
All right, and as you can see, Skingrad recommendation has been completed. So that is one. And now we just need to go do the other one.
Goodbye.
All right, now just to make this a little faster, we fast traveled back to the Frostcrag Spire. We're at the top now, and we're going to use the portal to go to the Anvil Mages Guild.
Hello, Associate. To earn a recommendation from me, you need simply prove you are able-bodied and prepared to learn something in the process.
All right, now click recommendation.
Unlike some frivolous tasks you may be given at other guild halls, this is a serious matter and has consequences. Are you prepared?
Yes, I am.
Then allow me to explain the task. The Council of Mages has entrusted me with resolving a situation along the Gold Road. Several traveling merchants have been found dead along the Gold Road recently, with even more missing. The Council has asked that I put a stop to it. You are going to help me do so. We believe the killings are the actions of a rogue mage. Battle mages have been sent to the Brina Cross Inn, the only common link between the victims. You are to travel north to the Brina Cross Inn and speak with Ariel Gerard. She will give you further instructions.
All right. Anvil recommendation quest added. So, as you can see, the Brina Cross Inn has been placed on your map. It's just a little bit outside of the main gate along this road. So, I'll see you when we're there. All right, here we are at the Brina Cross Inn. Now let's go inside. Now we're looking for this lady right here called Ariel.
Chorrol has sent you, has she not? Go and speak with Kristoff. Rent a room for the night. Once you have your room, I will meet you there. If anyone asks, you are a traveling merchant, nothing more. Do not say otherwise to anyone. No, friend, I'm afraid I don't know the way to Cheydinhal, but good luck in your travels. Please excuse me.
What is it? Welcome to the Brina Cross Inn.
All right, now talk to
Can
this
I
guy.
interest you in something to eat, or let me guess?
Get bed.
Traveling on business? Ah,
You're a
yes,
merchant?
thought so. We get many of them traveling through here. Well, we used to. Haven't seen as many lately. What with the, well, you know, the murders.
The
I don't like to
matters.
talk about it much, as it's bad for business. At any rate, would you care for a bed for the night?
I'll take
Right
it.
then. The bed is just upstairs at the back of the inn. Sleep well. Take care.
Pardon me, did I hear you say that you're a traveling merchant? Don't you worry, what with the recent killings and all? I'd be ever so scared if it were me. I haven't left the inn in days, just in case. Well, you take care of yourself. I'd hate to hear about another senseless death. Good luck to you.
All right, so after you get your bed, you're
How
just
do you
gonna
do?
come up these stairs over
Council
here.
runs the arena to amuse the masses,
Come to this
and
last
it
door.
pays for itself with all
Talk to
the
Ariel.
All right. It should be safe to speak here. Once you've rested, you'll need to continue along the Gold Road, heading east towards Kavach. I shall be following out of sight along with a fellow battle mage. Make no attempts to speak to us. Trust that we will protect you. Should you be confronted by this cowardly mage, do not hesitate to protect yourself by whatever means possible. Once the mage has revealed himself, we will step in and settle the matter quickly. Now, get yourself some sleep. You'll need to be well rested.
Oh,
Do you think what happened to Kva?
All right, so we're gonna sleep for an hour. And quest updated. I've spent the night at the Brina Cross Inn. I need to follow the Gold Road towards Kavach. And be wary of anyone along the road.
Hello there.
This one's gonna be super simple. All we're gonna do, walk along the road.
How does
If we check our map here, we're gonna see where we want to be walking along the road. And that's it. So, let's get into it. As you can see, we got a little bit of a scuffle going on up here with, oh, well, I need to talk to Cyrodiil in Anvil and inform her that Caminalda has been defeated. So we are gonna run back this way and fast travel over to Anvil. All right, back at the guild, and we're just gonna go over and talk.
so what of the rogue mage? Has he been found?
Then we're gonna click on Rogue Mage.
A she, you say? And she's dead. Well, Ariel and Roliand did what needed to be done. No more innocent deaths. At least for now. You have done well enough for yourself. I'll pass along my recommendation to Raminus. Though I must say, I doubt it will do you much good in the end. You'd be surprised how easily they forget about the little people.
And there you go. That's all there is for the Anvil recommendation, and we are on to the next. I'll see you guys at the next one. All right, now that we're back at the teleporter, we are going to the Bruma Mages Guild teleport. We're going to talk to Jean Frezerick.
Why, hello there. You must be new. Oh, it's so nice to see new faces in the guild. If you ever need anything, just let me know. I have friends in all sorts of high places, you know, so I can get things done that others can't. And if I can do anything for you, I'd be happy to. Someday, maybe you could return the favor.
All right, we're going to talk about recommendation.
A recommendation from me? Well, of course. Raminus would naturally want my opinion, wouldn't he? This is a situation we can both benefit from, associate. You do me a small favor, and I'll happily send along a glowing recommendation. If you can find Jaskar, I'll write the recommendation immediately.
All right, now we're going to ask about Jaskar.
He's disappeared. I mean, he's really disappeared. No one here has seen him in days. Volinaro thinks maybe a spell backfired. If someone from the council were to stop by and find him gone, it'd look bad for me. I can't have that. Talk to the mages here and see what you can find out. If you can make Jaskar reappear, you'll have your recommendation.
All right, so it's
Please
kind of
come
going
find
to
me as soon
be
as you've
like
located
that
Jaskar.
first one that we did. So we're just going to go talk to the other mages and see what they have to say.
My name is Selena Arat.
Ask about Jaskar.
I like you and all, but I really don't want to get in the middle of this. If Volinara and Jaskar want to have their fun, fine. I'm not going to participate, and I'm not saying another word about it. Take it up with them. Good day.
Go ahead. please. I'm listening. That will get you something. You want to find Jaskar? All right, I think I can help with that. But you have to agree to do something for me first. And whatever you do, you can't tell Jean about it, all right? That's the spirit. You help me pull off a little prank, and I'll help you find Jaskar. Really? You're going to love this. I'll teach you a spell to unlock things. What you need to do is get into Jean's desk and bring me her manual of spellcraft, okay? Her room is upstairs. Make sure no one sees you. You do that for me, and I'll make sure you can find Jaskar.
All right,
Let me
so
know when you're
basically
done
we're
with
just
that
going to go
little task.
steal something and come and give it back to him. There it is. And there you go. Now we're going to bring it back to him.
Have you pulled that? You've got Jean's book, I see. All right then, I'll just take that from you. Meet me in the living quarters just after 10 p.m.
All right, now the living quarters are over here.
Hello.
I've been hearing disturbing tales about Oblivion.
And we are going to wait 12 hours. Yeah. All right, now it's after 10 p.m. Let's go to the... All right, now that we're in the living quarter, find out where he is at. There he is.
Ready to find Jaskar?
Yes, I am.
Just watch. You'll see.
There he is.
Hello there. I hear you've been looking for me. Please, don't be mad. We were just having some fun. We just get tired of Jean lording her position over us when she barely knows anything about magic. Every now and then, we like to trick her. We figured it was time to move on to a new prank. This one was getting boring anyway. So, you can tell her you found me.
All right. Now we can go back upstairs. Tell her that we found him.
Any luck finding Jaskar?
Yes, we have.
Found him, did you? Well, I suppose that's good. You'll have to forgive me. I seem to have misplaced something. Yes, well, let's never mind that. You've fulfilled your end of the bargain, though, so I'll fulfill mine. Ramanus will have my recommendation. And don't you forget about me once you've finished your training. I'm sure we can help each other out.
All right, there's the
too.
Bruma recommendation done. And I'll see you guys at the next guild. All right, so next we're going to go to the Cheydinhal Mages Guild with this teleporter right here, and I'll see you there. All right, now that we're here at the Cheydinhal Mages Guild, we're going to go talk to Falcar.
What is it, associate? Don't tell me you're here for a recommendation.
Yes,
Don't
I
waste my
am.
time if you're not ready for this. Are you prepared to do what is necessary to gain a recommendation from me?
Sure.
Very well. We shall see how prepared you actually are. There was a particular ring of burden I was testing some time ago. Another stupid associate somehow got his hands on it and managed to misplace it. If I didn't know better, I'd say he purposely tossed it down the well behind the guild hall. Why he would do such a thing is beyond me. You will retrieve this ring for me. Should you manage to do so, I shall consider sending a recommendation to the university. The well is locked, so you'll need the key. Deetsan should have a copy of it. Now get moving. Farewell.
All right, so now we're just going to come over and talk to Deetsan.
I'm Deetsan, magician, Mages Guild, that is.
We're going to ask her about the recommendation.
Don't tell me Falcar's given you the same task he gave Vidkun. Oh, dear, I'd say more, but... Well, Falcar is the ranking member here, and I don't feel comfortable talking about him. I'm sorry. I'll tell you what. Find me when Falcar's not around, and then we'll talk. After we've spoken, you can have the key. Believe me, this is important. As I've said, I just don't feel... Be careful, associate.
All right, now she says she doesn't want to talk until Falcon is not around, so we're just going to come upstairs and wait until time. All right, now it's nighttime. We're going to come talk to her.
I'm Deetsan. We can talk, so long as Falcar is out of earshot. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he's trying to get you killed. He gave poor Vidkun the same task, and we never saw him again. I'm reasonably sure there's a connection, but I can't prove it. Do be careful. I'd hate to lose another useful associate. Here's the key, and something extra. I don't know if it will be of use to you, but from what I've heard of Falcar's ring, it may come in handy. And if you find out anything about what happened to Vidkun, let me know, will you?
All right, so we have buoyancy and quest updated. And we have well key added to the player's inventory.
You too.
All right, for this next part, we're going to want to come outside of the main doors. Mages Guild. And we're just going to come right along this path, backside. And here's the well. Opened it with well key. All right, and so since I am an Argonian, I can swim underwater without needing to breathe. This part is not really at all. However, if you are not like my boy Vidkun here, you're going to end up like this. There it is, the Ring of Burden. And you are over encumbered. So if you need to, I would definitely go back out, recatch your breath, come back in, and hurry up and try and grab it right away. Now we are over encumbered, so we're going to be walking very, very slow. However, it's not a big deal. We'll get there eventually. I'll see you guys once we're back inside.
It may affect your recommendation. I'll admit, it's my doing. I couldn't leave well enough alone, and after you'd left to go after that ring, well, I'm just so tired of the way we've all been treated by Falcar. I was worried about you and angry about Vidkun, so I confronted Falcar directly. He was furious when I told him I'd helped you, and then when I threatened to report him to the Council of Mages, I thought he was going to kill me. He flew into a rage. I didn't even understand some of his ranting, but he said that our days are numbered, and then he stormed out. I don't know if he ever wrote your recommendation. I'm sorry. I didn't expect this to happen. Perhaps you should go look and see if he did write one. You should check his room in the living quarters. If you see the note or anything else unusual, let me know. I'll gladly send it to the council. Oh, just drop it anywhere. I don't think he really cared about it. I think it was some sort of sick joke on his part.
All right, so after talking to her, we're going to go down to the Mages Guild basement. Walk right around this corner and go into this wooden door. Now here, we're going to search the drawers, which is hard, but luckily I have my trusty skeleton key, and we're in. So once you get inside, you're going to see nothing of use inside of this desk, but you are going to take the Black Soul Gems, and that is going to update your quest.
How are you? What's this? Black Soul Gems? Oh dear, this is worse than I'd expected. All right, I'll just take these from you. I'll need them for my report to the council. Now, you didn't find any sort of recommendation? Very well. I shall write one myself and include it in my report to the council. In light of the circumstances, I believe they'll find it more than adequate.
All right, and there we go. Cheydinhal recommendation is complete.
Take care.
Now, I will see you guys at the next Mages Guild. All right, now next up we have the Layawiin Mages Guild. So let's go. All right, now that we are here, you're going to want to come and talk to Dale.
Have you reconsidered, child? Then seek Agatha, child. She will see the path and set you on it. I must rest. Farewell.
All right, now you're going to want to come and talk to her.
Yes? Is there some... I take it you've spoken to Gale. Then you know she is not well. She has visions, for lack of a better term. While they used to be helpful at times, they have lately become problematic. There was an amulet, a family heirloom that she wore to suppress and sometimes focus the visions. She's lost the amulet, and so has lost control. I'm surprised she discussed it with you. She wanted to keep it from the others. I should speak to her about that. Yes, her Seer's Stone is missing. It's the one thing that has kept her visions at bay, and without it, they're nearly crippling. She can't function. We haven't yet spoken to the others, for fear they would be less than accepting of her situation. Perhaps it is time, though. I will continue to tend to Gale. Can you speak with the other mages and find out if any of them have seen the stone? Bye.
All right, so much like all of the other ones, we're talk to the other
Have
mate.
you reconsidered? Very well. I'm afraid I don't know anything about it. I heard it was missing, though. Kalthar was talking about it recently. He seemed very agitated about it. Almost happy. Strange, isn't that? Goodbye.
All right, so we're going to go find Kalthar. All right, so next you're going to find Kalthar and talk to him.
What? Well, well. Word is finally spreading, is it? They won't be able to keep up this facade much longer. Yeah, I know all about it. I overheard Agatha and Gale talking. And you know what? I'm glad it's gone. Why should we be forced to work under someone who's only kept sane by a magical trinket? Haven't we sacrificed enough already? She shouldn't even be here anymore. Hell, the only reason her father ever fit in anywhere is because he kept a low profile. And look what it got him. Years of service to the Empire, and not even a tombstone over his head. Poof. At least he was able to maintain the illusion of sanity. I know. I get way too fired up over this. It just annoys me that she's in charge of the guild when she's clearly not fit, that's all. What, haven't I said enough already? Just let it go. Goodbye.
All right, after talking to him, we're going to go talk to Agatha again.
Yes? Is there... So Kalthar overheard us, did he? That explains why he's been so cranky lately. But we never said anything about Gale's father. How would he know anything about that? If there's some sort of connection between the Seer's Stone and Gale's father, I don't know about it. Maybe if you ask her, it will jog her memory. In the meantime, I'll keep an eye on Kalthar. You too.
All right, now we're going to go talk to her again.
You seek more from me? I know what you would ask. You would blood ran blue, and what was my sire's must be.
All right, so now we're going to go outside, and we're going to go find Fort Blueblood. And I'll see you guys when we get there. All right, upon arriving at the Blueblood, you will get this little quest notification and says that Gale's father should be buried inside. So let's go find out. All right, now that we're inside, I am going to just simply run past all of the enemies until I have to fight. You can fight them, obviously, if you want to, but just for the sake of the video, I'm just going to run right past and just show you the route. There is one enemy at the end of this that we're going to have to fight just to get a key. Otherwise, you can run past all of these. Gonna run. Go through these doors. Run down this hallway.
Your presence here will
Run
not
through
be
this door. Avoid these traps. Open this. And now once you're in here, you're going to find the guy wearing all the Daedric armor. He's going to be called the Warlord. So you're going to have to kill him to be able to get the key. Alright, so once you have killed him, you can, one, grab his stuff, because it's pretty good and expensive, and grab this Fort Blueblood key. So you open the door with the key. Run through here. Now, if you want to fight all these enemies, you can, but you can just run right past and open the coffin. Now, it does have a Battle Axe of the Glacier, which has frost damage on every hit. Grab that if you would like. And you need the Manduin's Amulet. Once you have found that, you found the amulet that Teekeeus needed. I should return to her immediately. So now you just need to go back out of this cave and return to Teekeeus.
You leave with that amulet. I need it right now. What, you think I didn't know what you're up to? I knew you were looking for it. I knew you'd find it, and I had to stop you. Now, hand it over. I took the other one, and that should have been enough. I shouldn't have to go through all this just to get rid of her. It's not even as if I was going to keep it forever. I was going to give it back to her once I'd gotten what I wanted. That's not so wrong, is it? Once she helped me advance out of that place and step down, then she could have it back. Why did you have to get in the way? Why are you trying to ruin everything?
Alright, now we have to fight this guy, which is not very hard. Alright, so I defeated Kalthar, who was attempting to manipulate Teekeeus. I need to give her this information immediately. So, now we can actually go back. I'll see you guys there. So, now that we are back at the Mages Guild, we can come talk to Teekeeus.
Nothing has changed, child. The voices still cry out, and I am unable to hear. If they can be sealed away, our work may begin. Found it, have you? Silenced the hands that betrayed and took what was mine? Then let me have the stone, so that the voices can be shut out. Ah,
So we hand her the amulet.
I thank you for helping me. With the voices quieted for now, the words you seek have come to me. You shall have my recommendation. Though I must warn you, I have seen things in your future, things which may be and things which will be. It will be up to you to decide the fate of many. Life and death are strange things, easily manipulated, and both will be altered by your hands.
Alright, now that that quest line is done, we can come back over to the portals and go to the Chorrol, however you want to say it, Mage's Guild. I'll see you there. Alright, now once you are inside of the guild, you're going to want to come and find the guy named Teekeeus and ask about a recommendation.
I'm afraid I can't just write one out of hand. That would be against protocols, you see. If perhaps you can clear up a small matter involving Irana, you can prove your loyalty to the guild and earn my recommendation. She and I have an unpleasant history. She does not care for guild regulations and errantly believes I am misusing my powers. I have seen that she is in town. Though she has not approached me, I know she wants something. I would like you to find out what it is. Determine what she's after and how we may be rid of her. I do not want her here spreading her lies.
Alright, so there we go. Quest added. Recommendation.
Make haste. I wish to be rid of Irana.
Now come outside and find Brana.
Ah, yes. You are a guild mage, are you not? Yet different from the others. Yes, this is good. There's a small matter with which you may be able to assist. It's nothing worth involving your guild in, I assure you. Best if kept just between us, yes? So, what say you? Excellent. It's a simple task, really. All you need to do is fetch a book for me. The book is entitled Fingers of the Mountain. It is of no use to you. You won't be able to read it. I, however, can and would very much like to. You'll find it at an old ruin called Cloud Top. It's north of Chorrol, up in the mountains. I'm afraid I don't have an exact location. Return it to me immediately when you have it. Make no mention of it to Teekeeus or anyone else in your guild. I will make it well worth your effort.
Alright, now after talking to her, you're going to want to come back to Teekeeus and pick the Fingers of the Mountain option.
What? Not only does it exist, but she knows where it is? Well, this is unacceptable. That book needs to be in the safekeeping of the guild. I trust that as a member of the guild, you would do the right thing and acquire this text before Irana does. Are we clear? Ignore her request. Go to this place she has described and return with the book. This is far more important than any petty squabble.
Alright, so quest updated. We have a new map marker for Cloud Top. So I will see you guys when we get there. Alright, now that we have made it to Cloud Top, you're going to want to walk up to these charred remains and press open. And here you go, Fingers of the Mountain. Now you're just going to want to return with that book, and I'll see you there. So now that we are back, there's actually two different things with the book that we found. So we can either give it to Ariana or give it to Teekeeus at the Mage's Guild. Now, depending on which route you go, you can possibly miss out on getting a spell called Fingers of the Mountain. So if you give it to Ariana, she will give you Fingers of the Mountain Part 2. Basically, that would just require you to go up to the mountain, use a shock spell on the little totem that you found the charred body in front of, and then you'll get the spell. If you do that, you will have to steal the book back from her in order to give it to Teekeeus. Otherwise, you will not be able to progress and get the recommendation. Alternatively, you could do it the other way around. You could give it to Teekeeus first, get your recommendation, steal it back from him, and give it to Ariana. or you can just get your recommendation and go on about your day. I'm not going to show you the entire Fingers of the Mountain quest, but I just want to put that in there so you know there is a spell you can get if you were to choose to give it to Erana. So in my case, I'm just going to get the recommendation because you can always steal it back later.
What can I do for you? You found the book? My trust in you was well placed, it seems. Hand it over, if you please. Ah, yes, this is indeed the correct book. You've not been able to open it, I presume. Then all is well. You have shown yourself worthy of the guild, and for that I thank you. You shall have the recommendation you need. Now, I must ensure this book is kept safe. Excuse me.
Alright, so that is another recommendation down, and we should only have one or two more before we are allowed to get into.
Afternoon.
Alright, so now that we are back up at the Frostcrag Spire, we're going to use the final teleporter to go to the Bravil Mages Guild. Alright, now once you are at the Bravil Mages Guild, you're going to find Cud E. I'm sorry if I butchered that, but you're going to pick the I'm ready option.
I'm afraid I haven't had time to prepare anything conventional. I'm very preoccupied with this situation concerning Ardelin. Perhaps you can help with that, however. I can't directly get involved for fear of embarrassing the poor girl. I'll need you to have a little chat with Varen Vamori, and you can learn something about the power of illusion in the process.
Right, so we are going to ask about Varen Vamori.
I don't understand it. Some ridiculous male thing, I suppose. He's been bothering Ardelin every day for a while now. He even stole her mage's staff. Perhaps he thinks it's amusing. I don't know. But it needs to stop. It's making her miserable. It's more symbolic than practical, but each carries great significance to its owner. You're going to get Ardelin's staff back. Take this charm scroll. With it, you should find Varon more receptive to questioning. Don't come back without that staff.
Alright, so now we have quest added, Bravil
Make sure Varen
recommendation.
hands over that staff.
We are going to find Varen. Alright, and look at that. He's right here.
Can I help
We're going to
you?
talk to him. So,
Go ahead.
I have a bunch of gold, so I'm just going to persuade him.
Every little bit helps.
Get him a little more talkative, and we're going to ask about Ardelin.
I don't know what to say. All I want is for her to care about me, to feel the same way as I do about her. But she doesn't. I try, and it just doesn't matter. It makes me furious sometimes.
And we're going to ask for the mage's staff.
All right, I admit it. I took it from her. I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. I was trying to tell her how I feel, again, and she wouldn't even stop to talk to me. I just got so angry. Was a little ashamed afterwards, but didn't know how to apologize or give it back. I wish I could. I'm afraid I don't have it anymore, you see. I sold it to a friend of mine, Soros Aranim.
And we're going to ask about Soros.
He lives in the Talos Plaza district of the Imperial City. He's the one who has Ardelin's staff now. If I still had it, I'd gladly give it. Tell Ardelin I'm sorry.
Alright, now we're going to come back and talk to Cud E one more time.
Any luck talking with Varen Vamori yet? It should be no trouble at all once you use that scroll.
We're going to tell her about the mage's staff.
Varen Vamori should give it to you once you've...
Alright, now once you have talked to Varen, we're going to come back to Cud E and talk to her about Varen Vamori.
He sold it, huh? Well, this just keeps getting worse. Very well. I presume he gave you some indication of where the staff is now located? Take these and go resolve the situation. And of course, please keep this just between us.
Alright, now that the quest has been updated, we are going to head to the Imperial City and go get the staff. So we're going to fast travel to the Talos Plaza district, and I will see you when we get there. Alright, now that we are in the Imperial City, once you get to this fast travel location, you'll pop out right here, just hang a left, and come right to this door here. Now, if you do come here in the middle of the night, it's going to say that it is locked. So if you just wait right here until the middle of the day, it will be open and he will be inside. And here he is. All right, so we are going to persuade him because I have the gold, but you can use those scrolls that Cud-E gave you. Now ask him again about the mage's staff.
Look, I can't just give it to you. I paid good money for it after all. I'll tell you what. You give me at least a portion of what I paid for it, say 200 gold, and I'll give you the staff. That's a good deal, right? I wouldn't offer it to anyone else, just you. So what do you say? I'll just
It's a
get the
deal.
money from you then, and here's your staff. Now, since our business is concluded, you must excuse me. Good day.
Oh, hello.
All right, quest updated. Now we have to go back to the Mages Guild, so I'll see you when we get there. All right, now we're back at the Mages Guild, and let's go talk to Cud-E.
Do you have the mage's staff associate?
Yes, I do.
Ah, wonderful. I shall be most pleased to return this to its rightful owner. Thank you. You needn't tell me the details of what was involved in getting it. It's perhaps better that I know nothing about it. Your actions for the guild more than merit a recommendation. I shall send it to the university promptly. And to thank you more personally, I shall teach you this spell. You may find it useful in certain circumstances.
Right, quest completed. Bravil recommendation.
Please.
All right, so now that that one's done, we have received recommendations from all of the local guilds in Cyrodiil. I must now travel to the Arcane University and speak with Romanus Polis. So I will see you guys once we get to the Arcane University. All right, here we are at the Arcane University. Now let's go inside. And here it is, Romanus Polis. This is the guy we're looking for.
Hello, associate. It seems you've obtained the final recommendation you required.
Yes, I have.
I have received recommendations from all the local guild halls in Cyrodiil. You've done well for yourself. You may now enter the university. As a full-fledged member of the Mages Guild, I now also promote you to the rank of apprentice and grant you the robe of the apprentice. Take a moment and try it on. Then we shall speak of what comes next for you.
I hope never to see
All right, there you have it, guys. That is how you join the Mages Guild inside of the Oblivion Remastered. You now have full access to the Arcane University. You can now craft your own spells and so on. If you guys did enjoy this, please leave a like on the video, consider subscribing, and leave a comment down below on what your favorite mission was for this quest line. That's all for me, guys. I'll see you in the next one, and thank you for watching.